Hello, it's Japan, and I figured we'd have a prediction video for NXT Halloween Havoc. It's a little like right before the event type thing, but I didn't get a chance to record it, so I figured it's better to have it up for just at least so that we know what I would have picked, to a certain extent. So let's just jump right into it. We have a tables, ladders, and scares match versus Tony D'Angelo, who is the current North American title, versus Oba Fetty. I feel like the whole point, like, why would you have Tony drop the title right after Obi having it? So I have a feeling it's going to be like some shenanigans with the rest of the family kind of being out for blood after Obi taking all of them out. So I feel like Tony's going to rise up and win this one. I think it's pretty simple. I think it's one of those ones that there's not much that's going to happen in there. I mean, I think we're going to have a good carnage filled match. It still probably would think this is probably going to be the match of the night, at least with the pure like wow factor, but that's kind of just Oba Fetty's thing. So we'll go right into the next one. Is the ambulance match. I forgot this was even on the card because I remember them talking about it, but I didn't know where it would go. Honestly, it's one of those things where like it would make a lot of sense for have Ridge Holland. It's Ridge Holland versus Andre Chase. It'd make a lot of sense to have Ridge Holland win because he's already destroyed most of Chase U, and it would like propel him towards the main event scene. But I don't think that's what they're using him for. I think they're just having him down there to put on some good matches and to wait until something opens up on the main roster for him again. So I'm honestly going to think it's going to be Andre Chase that wins this one because it's just it's a pretty solid match I think between the two, and there's enough that Rich Holland's already destroyed all of Chase U, so it'd make a lot of sense that this is kind of like their final match, and it's an ambulance match. So he put all the other Chase U people into ambulances, so I think it's very fitting for Andre Chase to win this one. Then this is the Spinners to be decided match for the women's North American title against Kalani Jordan, but we don't know if it's Fallon Henley, JC Jace, or Jasmine Nix. Like, it's kind of one. I would assume that it would there if it's a choice, they would just go a 3-on-1 handicap match. Like, wouldn't that be that just makes the most sense, right? Like, it just like it's dealer's choice. They kind of need to do that. Um, Honestly, this is the only one I really don't know what you do because, like, if it's a 3-on-1 handicap match, then obviously one of the Fatal Influence members should win, and I would go probably with Jace, probably being the one that has the most momentum. Um, the issue with that is that I feel like whoever's here is just a placeholder because I think Delta slash Zarya shows up and destroys everybody. I feel like she comes down there in the middle of the match and destroys Fatal Influence, sealing the victory for Connie Jordan to have them now face off at a later date, like Stand and Deliver or whatever the next pay per view or PLE is after this. That's what I'm assuming. So I think the champ's gonna retain, but I think the match is going to be very funky with a lot of overbooking and stuff. So we'll see. Then the match I'm most excited about is Roxanne Perez versus Julia and Stephanie. This is a weird one because I feel like this is setting up for either like a triple threat or a fatal four way at at some point for the title where Julia is eventually going to win this title off of Roxanne. But I feel like they're not at that point yet because they have a lot of story to tell. So I have a feeling that we see Julia and Stephanie win here. I can't imagine either of them taking a pin right here. There'd be their first pin in oh, I got the hiccups. Taken in WWE, and to have it in this tag match seems a little funky. I think Julia pins Cora. That's what I'm thinking my prediction is, and it will set up that Julia could possibly get a rematch against Roxanne, which then maybe will have her go against Stephanie because they're both wanting that same spot. Then the very last match is a Devil's Playground match, which is just basically what a very hardcore type thing, which is Trick Williams versus Ethan Page. I feel like this one is kind of the no-brainer match of all of it. It's definitely Trick Williams winning. He just got the title not even that long ago, I think, with the beginning of the month. So, like, I don't think they're going to drop him the title right here, but I think it's going to be a good match. I think they're going to have a good um, they've had good interactions. They've had diss tracks against each other. They have everything that you can think of. So I feel like it's one of those veins that it would be good to have it where it's the champ wins because he's already put in some good work lately. And I think that's just kind of how you want to build this match. And that's my predictions. A little quick video. My throat has been killing me. I have some type of cold or something, so I wanted to make sure I got this out. But my voice still never got better, so I just went through it. And if you guys like these videos, we're gonna have more, especially with Crown Jewel around the way, and been working on playing a lot of Total Extreme Wrestling. So if you guys are interested in that, make sure you comment that you guys are, because I want to do a series. But if we can drum up some likes and some gauging of people maybe wanting to see that, then I'll definitely get on it. Until next time, it's been Japan. Bye, guys.